Oh boy. Here we go again. Back to Painscreek, where we try and, solve a murder. So while I fix this... There we go. We can try and recap what we know so far. But first, hello Nikki, thank you for the lurk. Hopefully your day's going well. Okay, so... I have a notebook in front of me. That's everything that we know of and that we've done. Because, Jesus Christ, there's so much info in this game. Which, I mean, I like. I really enjoy this game. But, fuck, there's a lot to unpack here. Okay, so, what we know is that we are a journalist who has come to Painscreek to investigate the cold case of Vivian Roberts, the ex-mayor's wife who was murdered in her mansion in the middle of the night, and her body was dragged out to the front yard. She was killed between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. and was found at 7:15. The mayor was Charles Roberts. Body was found by Mary Martinez, a maid who worked for the family. And apparently her death was the third in less than a year, which is not a great sign. There's a person named Stephen who sent a package to the sheriff and stayed at Anne's Courtyard, which is an inn. The main suspect was Scott Brooks, who met with Vivian before her death. He was seen at 11:50 at night, walking away from the mansion, looking upset. Apparently he was having an argument with her. He was living at the hunting cabin, which is out by the park. He was fired 6 months prior for being tardy and rebellious, and was prohibited from seeing his girlfriend, who I believe her name is Trisha Roberts, yes. So we started off going to the courtyard, the inn, and there was a message on the phone from an Oliver Gibson, who was the town photographer. Apparently he was out of town. He borrowed a shovel and a toolbox that he left at the photo lab, and a Mrs. Patterson has the key to it. We found the key to a random house, which we later found out was a person named Andrew, who was the groundskeeper of the mansion, who had a lot of mental issues and was alcoholic. There was also Stephen M., who we later learned was a private investigator who stayed there. He rented room 201, which we weren't able to get into. He was late on payment, and he never checked out, so my assumption is that he died here, or was also murdered. Probably also murdered, because his car with all his belongings about this case were still right outside, which is not great. We went to Andrew's house, found occult symbols on the floor, and the word "she's coming for us" written on the wall. There was apparently a fire. There was a letter in a safe to his son Daniel that mentioned he was in rehab and had hallucinations. Went to the hospital. There was a chalk outline outside. Looked like somebody fell from the roof. Apparently Father Matthew, or rather Father Autumn, the pastor, visited Trisha many times, which is really weird. He was the father of the prime suspect, Scott. Really weird that he would visit her that many times. Trisha apparently wasn't eating and was avoiding her father, Charles. There was a note in a random room that we found that mentioned a time capsule from people named Nicole and Hannah. We went to Wanda's house, which was the chauffeur Derek's mother, who was dying of cancer, and has died, rather. Found out that Derek liked Trisha, Trisha liked Scott, it was a triangle of hell. Apparently they have a time capsule, Derek and Trisha, that's buried in the cemetery. Derek also owned a knife, which is weird. Well, not really weird, but when there's a lot of murders around, you don't want to have a knife on you. We learned that Vivian was hospitalized for mental instability, being unable to conceive because apparently Charles's family was pushing for her to have a boy. She had a daughter. She had a maid named Sophia, who we later learned that Charles had a fucking affair with, and had a kid with, named Vincent. We don't know anything else about him. Christ, there's just so much. We learned that a doctor that helped the family drowned. They said it was an accident. I don't fucking believe that shit. What else is important here? We got keys for Bernard and someone else's house. I don't remember who. Dorothy, I believe her name is, who were like maid and butler of the mansion. Charles likes Scott, and he approved of him dating Trisha. Vivian didn't like Scott, though, and was probably the one who fired him. She also kept a lot of negative letters and hate mail. There's a secret clock safe. It's just names and addresses. Vivian was also sent a letter saying to meet her at a well. We don't know what well that was, and it was supposed to be at midnight. Sophia was a new hire. She's apparently Father Autumn's cousin. Dorothy liked her. Mentioned that Autumn was apparently into her, which is really weird to be into your cousin. She had an odd question asking what it feels to be loved. She was an orphan. Andrew, the groundskeeper, who was alcoholic, was also suicidal. Scott took care of him. Trisha has books at the hospital that we can't get because we don't have the key to that room yet. Trisha also didn't like her mother. Fucking god, okay, and that's everything. There's so much info that we have, and so much more to gather. I don't even know how far into this we are. There's so many people to rule out, and so much shit to find. But hopefully everyone enjoys it. I've actually been told by quite a few people that they've been enjoying this. So I'm glad to keep playing this. I want to see how it ends. Also, hello Autumn, how are you? Died and or murdered. Yes. Honestly, there are a lot of murders. I 100% want a knife. Maybe even a gun. Okay, I mean, fair. Fair. Very fair. However, when you have connections to the victim, that's probably not a good thing to have. Good, just finishing up work? Good, good. Hopefully work's going well. I saw Scrubs posting some info about it and was like, oh, that's awful. Okay, so one of these is the... Okay, this is Dorothy's house key, which is apparently Dorothy Patterson. This is Bernard's key. So 2 house keys. We'll go there later. This one, though, I didn't know where it went. I know where it goes now. Because I'm a dirty stinking cheater and looked it up. Because I don't want to Have to be stuck for hours. It's a thing, I believe it. Everyone's guilty. Everyone is always guilty. Mitchie is here, no one panic. Okay, everybody panic. Lurking while you work on stuff? Ooh, what kind of stuff are you working on? I need to add a panic command. No. What I need is a picnic command. That's an old joke that no one's gonna remember or get. Is the panic command going to say, Mitchie's here, run? I mean, it might. Okay. So we're back here at the mansion. 'Cause... Huh. That's, really not helpful, game. So apparently the key we got is to, the master bedroom. So I guess it's on the first floor, then? You're making pet bandanas, gotta stock your inventory. Nice. Saw your post about them, they look really good. Hopefully all that goes well. Also, the puppies are adorable. I guess we just gotta walk around and try and find where a master bedroom would be. That's the study. Bit odd to have the master bedroom on the first floor, I would think. What do I know, though? I've never been to a mansion. Fucking damn, okay then. Nice ass room. Again, what do I expect? It's a fucking mansion. They're rotten, that's for darn sure. I wonder where they get it from. There's no unlock option there. Hello? Hold on a second. That's a little odd. Now, is that the hospital key or the courtyard key? Those go to two different people. What key number was that? Oh, it is. Okay. He's fucking dead for sure then. That key goes to the investigator's room at the inn. That guy's full on fucking dead. Wait a minute. Jay. Stephen Moss. Okay, I don't like that. So, what this tells me... Michi, thank you for the host. That's not what it tells me. The investigator came here 2 years ago. The sheriff was one of the last people to leave, as far as I can tell, and they left last year. I get the sneaking suspicion that whoever caused all these murders is still in this town. Had to help deliver some vents? Oh no. What is that? A pair of sunglasses and a journal. A wind-up key? Maybe that's for the clock? Okay. Monday, January 2nd, 1994. This is a year before she died. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He said Scott is too inexperienced and is a burden to him. Andrew was the groundskeeper who was alcoholic, had hallucinations, and suicidal. So that's great. What he hasn't realized is that the garden has not been maintained well over the past few months, that his drunk behavior is irritating, and that Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott is a fast learner who should be up to speed in no time. Charles was the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a number of times, and Charles always seems happy with his company. I just don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time in his hunting cabin than he does at home. Well, he was having an affair with you. So, I mean... Tuesday, January 3rd. I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How do you know about Sophia? Who could have told him? It must be Andrew, that drunk. I told him Sophia is gone. His hallucinations of his is getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Hold up. Was he actually hallucinating? Or was this bitch gaslighting him? Both? I mean... This girl is a pretty powerful person in this city, and had really strong connections to the doctor. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, she made it seem like he was crazy. Just to, you know, protect herself. Also, hello, Osen, how are you? Need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott from now on. Try and see who he talks to, who he asks. So this does give Scott motive, but there's no way it's Scott. If it was Scott, then the sheriff fucking sucks at his job. April 8th. I called Oliver and asked if he could be the main photographer for the Easter fundraising event. When he asked what funds will be used for, I told him it will be used to raise awareness for Painscreek, to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When asked how much he would charge, he simply said it'd be free. I was surprised. I was surprised. I appreciate his contribution for this town. April 12th. The deal with Howard Medical came through. Just as I anticipated, instead of being happy, I feel empty. Am I getting numb from work? Or is it that I don't care anymore? May 14th. Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Trisha was silent as well. She's distancing herself from me. I can feel it. She used to confide in me about everything. Now we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? I don't want Trisha to be near Scott anymore. Of all the men in this world, why would Trisha pick him? This is unacceptable. Random blue hat. Anything in here? No. Okay. Yeah, alright, had a good yard work day, but ending the evening with a call from stand-in sous chef. Had to have a meeting with one of your crew. Showed up drunk to work for the oh, God. That's gonna be a fun conversation. Like, showing up to work drunk already is bad, but... like, working in a kitchen and being drunk? Like, there's just so much that could go wrong there. What room is this? The maid room. Not the room we want to be in. Wait. No, that was the bathroom. This is the guest room. Anything out here? And nothing out on this balcony. I would like to fire her, but I don't know her whole story. She must just be like me and have mental health issues. She could be helped. I want to do that before I fire her. That's fair. Like, if she's just, like, going out and partying and that's the whole reason, like, fuck that. But if it's mental health related, then trying to get them help would be a nicer option. Okay, I don't know what time tea time is. Oh, hi, Psyche, how are you? That's locked. Tea time is 3:20 on the dot. Okay, 3:20. Still be recommended though. Yeah. Of course. That's like the detective is dead. That's all you missed. I mean... we don't have confirmation on that, though. That's the thing. That's me speculating that his ass got murdered. Other than that, the only other thing that's speculative that's happened is Vivian might have been gaslighting Andrew, the gardener, about Sophia, because he was having hallucinations, and I don't know if she died or not, but considering she knew that her husband had an affair with that woman, yeah, not looking good. She'll be out of work for a bit without pay if she's not fired, yeah. Dang, this house is nice. It's a mansion. Your speculations are usually right. I mean... oh, God. This is time to figure out if I remember how to read an analog clock. Turns out, yes I do. Does that say 1975, June 18th? Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there's no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there's only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figured that Charles would try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Henry Johnson. Vivian, I've given careful thought to your request, and here's my answer. I've provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law. Magdalene, I think that's her name. It's hard to read this awful cursive-ish text. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Henry Johnson. P.S. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. Holy fuck, okay. Hello, Mina, how are you? Okay. Huh. And I want to remind chat that this sketchy doctor guy is also dead? I'm just making notes. Jesus Christ, okay. Actually, hold on a second. Newspaper. Magdalene Roberts' death. Her heart failed. Dr. Johnson, the family doctor and head of Painscreek Community Hospital, arrived at the mansion around 9:30 and pronounced Magdalene Roberts dead. According to Dr. Johnson, probably had a heart attack sometime in the middle of the night. More accurate diagnosis are yet to be determined. Her death was most probably the result of high blood pressure and old age. Fucking okay. This whole goddamn town is corrupt. No wonder why someone's going on a damn killing spree. I think I know who did it. I think I know who did it, and I think I know the motive why. I think I have almost all the info I need. I'm about 80% certain I know who did it. Murder everyone, yes. It was the maid in the kitchen with the knife. No, the maid was the one who found the body. It was Michi. Michi did it all. So, I'm gonna throw my guess out there. At this point in time, I'm going to make my guess. I think it was the pastor. Father Matthew, or as we're calling him because of Mitchie, Father Autumn. I think he's the murderer. Right now, that's my current guess. Because all the shit surrounding Sophia, who was his cousin, that in one of the journals, we found out that he had a thing for her, apparently. I don't know. That just seems to be... like, the doctor's dead. The doctor's dead. The woman that wanted to get rid of her is dead. Like, literally all these people that are connected to this thing have died. I have a thing for a lot of people, but I won't go. It's his cousin, though. That's the thing. And, like, all these people, like... I don't know. There's no way that can be a coincidence that all these people connected to his cousin, that he had a thing for, all end up dead when they all fucked her over. Some literally. Regardless, I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want anyone to spoil it if they know. I don't want anyone to look it up. I want to solve this organically. That's just where my mind is currently at. It's not his cousin, it's Scrubs. Okay, fair. We're changing the story, yes. Well, like, let me go find that diary. Think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. Very pretty and has very good manners. Quick learn, blah blah blah. Ah, here it is. He was very attached to her. Never played Sears Safe. I mean, people could just go look it up and spoil it, but if you do, I'm just gonna outright ban whoever does it. Tab. Okay. God, I don't know which place I want to go to less, or the least. We have 3 keys. We have Bernard's, which I don't think is going to get us anything, except maybe more information. We have the Inspector's room key, which who knows what the fuck we're going to find in there. And then we have Dorothy, the head maid's key, and we know that going there is going to unlock more things. What happened tonight is Autumn had to protect Scrubs, so he disguised her as his cousin even though they be married. Oh, okay. Yeah, Psyche would ban whoever. Psyche and Mitchie are 2 people that are very into this story as well. So if anyone spoils anything, I think they're gonna immediately ban. Also, hello Oddling, how are you? Yeah, I played a little bit of Sea of Thieves earlier today, and dear god. I don't know what changed between last week and this week, but fuck. I ran into every single type of asshole you could imagine. I sunk them a good amount of times, but I didn't really get any progress done, which is what I was trying to do. I'm gonna go... Oh, I hated that noise. I'm gonna go... I want more info. I want to go to the courtyard and see what the investigator's room is like. Psyche would ban herself, which is good. I mean, Mitchie, if you do want to ban Psyche, just let me know. I'll unmod her for a second. If I remember correctly, it's down this way and take a left. Went to fight Skelly Fleet and then ran out of cannonballs, and we got attacked by Skellies and other players, and then we got more cannonballs, but we crashed into a huge rock and then ran out of cannonballs. Escaped to a port where we probably crashed into the dock. Jesus! Okay, Mitchie, you go take the puppy to pee. With any luck, I'll just stay lost because I'm not looking at the map. Not good drivers. I mean, if you're using a galleon, that thing takes a lot to get used to. My problem is I keep playing with people on a galleon, and then I play alone on a sloop, and I still have the mindset of running a galleon in my head. Is that not the right door? Oh, that's the cafe. I don't know if we can go in there. There's a brig? Oh. The brig's not that bad, it's just a little awkward. Can you show your character? Is it all first person view without ever knowing what the character looks like? Best I can give you is... That's us. Yeah, everything is first person. Okay. Actually, hold up. Now that I know more people's names, I want to come back in here. Not that. That. You're nobody, you're nobody, you're nobody, nobody, nobody. You're somebody. And you're nobody. Okay. So nobody else important was staying here. Got it. $100 it's Chanticleer? We've never lived here, we're just the person here investigating. After we crashed in the dock, the players from earlier killed us and burnt down our ship, even though we had nothing, and said we had nothing. Yeah. I had a couple people earlier today who I was at the same island with them, and I was like, you know, shooting me is getting you nothing. And I was just standing at the front of my ship playing music for them, and they killed me, and I was like, alright, that's how you want to be? Fuck it, alright, here we go. And then I proceeded to sink them. And then I looked at the time and realized, oh shit, I have to stream later. I need to go. Stephen Moss never checked out? No, Stephen Moss is a private investigator who was brought here, and my current assumption is that he died. Did you tell Nighty about last night? No. I did see you all playing, though. I was busy playing Trides of Midgard with Helgate and Mitchie, and then we went to play Valorant with the three of us and Bobo. Okay. So this is the room of the private investigator who... His car is still outside with all his stuff. Just a Bible. Nothing important there. Okay. Now. Hello. What? Is that the... hospital? What is that? Oh, it is the hospital. Okay. So does Calvin's date of birth? Who the fuck is Calvin? Oh, wait. Fuck, what do I call this thing? The church confessional thing. Who the fuck is Calvin, though? To sum it up, they were going around shooting people and cheating. Heard their voices and laughed at the fact that they hadn't dropped yet. And they got furiously upset. Psychological damage was delicious. Oh god. What is that? Okay. Let's see what his notes are. How's the case coming? Diz, hello, how are you? Well, we got into the room that the private investigator was staying at, and we're looking over his notes now. Other than that, best I can tell you, this whole fucking town is corrupt as shit, and I have concerns that I'm not alone in this town. Didn't roast those children, you fireballed them? Oh god. See, when I play the game, I either get nobody who talks, or I get the little children. Or I get the people who are, like, actually, like, pretty chill and cool and just want to vibe. Alright, let's see. Bernard Hopkins. We already know where he lives. Father died in mine accident. He was at home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. I'm gonna write that down. At home. No alibi. Interview with Dorothy, interview with Mary tomorrow at Moon Cafe, meeting with Sheriff at the outpost at 10 a.m. On 5/11, he mentioned wanting to show me some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area. It's part of the counter. It's hard to pop open, the latch is placed at one of the corners. There's some interesting stuff they had in there. What? Okay. How do I... Are you fucking kidding me? Son of a bitch. Okay. No idea where the fuck that's gonna be. Okay. Well, it did give us something to work with, though. Apparently there's something down here. Oh. Oh, those are just darts. On the other side? Am I just stupid? Well, I mean, I am, but... Hidden latch? What did it say? In the inn's reception area, it's part of the counter. Not just placed at one of the corners. I would assume on the inside. Unless it's like over somewhere else. I want to play this game, but I also want to watch you sitting it. I mean, here's the thing with this game. Is that there's literally no hand-holding at all. So you could play and get a completely different experience, at least. You do see it is. Frost did good on her mini walk. We are proud of her. Give her lots of pets. No, man, do not talk to anyone about yourself like that. I don't know what you're talking about, Nikki. I'm just speaking the honest truth. Okay, what the fuck is it talking about? It didn't latch on counter? I don't get it. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. How in the fuck are you supposed to see that? Hello? A logbook? March 20th, 1997. So this would have been 2 years after the death of Vivian Roberts. There's a private investigator in town by the name of Steve Moss. Rumor has it that someone hired him to investigate Vivian's death after the police ceased their own search. It's tragic that Vivian's murder case was never solved. April 9th. I saw Matthew today while he was cleaning the church. He looked thinner than he used to be. We talked for a bit. He told me that he'll be leaving Painscreek soon as his services won't be needed here anymore. I think the recent deaths in Painscreek affected him tremendously, not to mention the tragedy that befell his adopted son Scott. Even now, no one knows what really happened. None of the cases were ever solved. Sometimes I wonder if Scott did kill Vivian, or was he just unfortunate and wrongly accused? April 14th. Mr. Moss came by today. He decided to question me, see if I knew anything he hadn't already learned. I told him everything I legally could. When asked how his investigation went, he said something about an incident that happened in 1975, which might just be the breakthrough that he needed. As he left, I could not help but wonder if it had anything to do with the mansion maid who left Painscreek. What happened in 1975? Other than Sophia. Um... Uh... 94... Uh... Hmm. That right there is the only thing I can think of. Okay, so the only thing that I can think of that happened in that time frame was Vincent Roberts being born. Maybe I'm off base. Maybe it's not the pastor. Maybe it's his bastard child. Okay. I don't think we'll get anything here but information. So I think we'll go there next. So we need to go to 31 Silver Lake Boulevard. Okay, so if I follow Clover Street, we'll appear on Silver Lake. And then we just look for 31. My favorite part of the game. Wait. Oh, okay, whatever. Guess I went the wrong way. Chat, I'm never going to a city like this. I will actually get lost. Fucking numbers on these houses never make sense. No? Let me read the signs for you. It's fine. 28. Looking for 31. Ah, here we go. You'll not make it anywhere. I'm actually good with directions. It's just towns like this that are weird. Because all the back roads that don't make sense. Mitchie, thank you for the biddies. You did it! I did it! Yay! All the roads... It's not the twists and turns, it's the, like... It's in a back alley type shit that's, like... confusing as fuck. You should have been here, during the first stream, when I tried to find, 7 Black Pine Road. And found out that, oh, that area that's, like, not blocked, or kind of blocked off by the game, you can actually walk underneath it. Okay, he has a kitchen knife. Nothing odd about that. Looked clean. I'd have a very bad time navigating these roads. Yeah, you would. We're not at the maid's house, Mina. We're at the butler's. Hmm. Oh shit. This is when you encounter a poke that would cause... Wouldn't be me if I didn't break a fucking game. God damn it. Oh god. Man, he had a lot of medication. I guess he was old, but damn. That's right, he did like hunting. He'd hunt with Charles. Till Scott came into the picture. Vivian Roberts, The Untold Story. Vivian Roberts is well known for her success as a businesswoman in the 20th century. What most people did not know was that her seemingly overnight success was a 30 years journey that defined everything that she was told to believe in. Vivian was the first and only person in her family to graduate college. By her mid-20s, she left a highly paid job to start a controversial company. She then met her current husband, Charles Roberts, with whom she dedicated her life with. He'll transform the Roberts family business and support him during his mayoral election in the mid-70s. She also started the Roberts Relief Foundation for the Poor and initiated medical research programs for the sick, which resulted in Painscreek Community Hospital becoming one of the best rehab centers for the elderly in the nation. This is the story of a young woman who came from a humble beginning and became the most respected and loved person in the town of Painscreek. So she was corrupt as fuck. Bunch of military badges. Oh, wait, hold up. That's, suspicious. I need to check something. This doesn't say that he talked to him at his house. But because he has the house address written, I'm going to assume that he did. Which means that this has to have been recent. Same with this. He left though, didn't he? No, it was Dorothy who left. Okay. Just put a game in your suggestions box. A new horror mystery game. Ooh, hold on. This has piqued my interest. What is this? Horror Tales the Wine. Ooh. Well, that looks like it'd be interesting. Oh, you're getting relentlessly hunted. Cool. Speaking of being relentlessly hunted, eventually I do want to try that alien isolation thing where having the mic on the entire time and playing it on the hardest difficulty. Just because I think that'd be fun. If I were to ever do that, like, as a stream thing, I would have to have somebody in voice with me, not to help, but to entertain chat when I can't say shit. Alright, there are 2 things here, and a locked drawer. Cool. What you got for me, Bernard? Heck, that game. I mean, it'd be fine. 1994. So this would be a year before she died. 2 weeks ago, Scott came to me and asked about Sophia. I was surprised he knew about someone who used to work here 20 years ago. I told him that she was once a maid that worked here, but after a few years she decided to leave the village. Today I commented about the conversation to Vivian. She asked if Scott had said or asked anything else since then. I could see she felt uneasy. She told me to keep an eye on him. I find all this very unsettling. Hesitantly volunteers girls' night. Drake's like it with you. Totally couldn't do that, Nighty. I mean, we'll plan it for future idea. We'll write it as a future idea, because right now, like, a lot of my focus is on simple, easy stuff until a Movember event is ended. Because, oh god, that's gonna be a lot. It already is a lot. Trying to find the wine to save your loved ones, and your nemesis is trying to stop you. The nemesis being Psyche, because you cannot take her wine. I mean... Derek doesn't seem too willing to drive for Vivian. I don't think a 5-day trip is that long. Charles often had trips longer than that, and Derek never seemed to mind them. Now that I think about it, Derek is unusually quiet when Vivian is around. He doesn't even look at her. It's like he's avoiding her. I wonder why. Okay. That's odd. Why would Derek be avoiding her? Hello, Pinchy. How are you today? I noticed Vivian has been getting increasingly paranoid whenever she sees Scott, to the point of being upset by his presence. She asked Charles to have someone replace Scott, but Charles skipped him. He likes the boy. Maybe those hunting trips really bonded them. March 2nd. It's Dad's death anniversary today. Can't believe it's already been more than 2 decades. I visited his grave in the morning. His tombstone is full of fallen leaves. Looks like autumn has started. Mom's tombstone is covered with leaves too. I read today's newspaper and updated him on things that happened here recently. As I sat there talking, I wondered if he could hear me. Will I just spend the rest of my life serving Charles and Vivian until I die? What will people remember me for? April 29th. I saw Scott and Trisha today. They looked happy. I almost envy them. I think my chance at ever having a relationship with someone is over. What would my life be if I had accepted Angela? I don't think we would have been happy. She wasn't my type anyhow. Who is my type, then? Oh my god, what the fuck is with this town? Oh my god. Does everyone in this fucking town suck? This town is wild though, I mean... Oh my god. Fucking... Everybody likes everybody. Just, like, everyone's corrupt. Holy fuck. I'm gonna write something down. Jesus fucking Christ. AOL password, study room lock, desk hint, subtract. No darts, points. Well, we've already gotten into the study room, right? Yeah, 44871. Stan's High School Incarnate? Fucking god. High school is more tolerable than this goddamn town. Seven four TY. The exclamation point. Pound sign. R J D. Aunt Cecilia's apartment code. Four four 7 6. God damn it. There's so much shit. Alright. I'm gonna try sun. 3 2 7 4. That didn't work. Town reminds me of all the British murder shows. It's always fucked up down in the back where everyone knows everyone. Yeah. I think Ajax is feeling better today. He jumped on the bed and only whined a little bit. That's good. Used to be a British murder show you loved called Midsummer Murders. I wonder if the desk drawer was locked. I don't know what the passcode for it is. Okay. Hello. Random dart. I think that's to get me the study room code. I don't have any other keys. I haven't noticed anything else in here. So I guess we just leave and we go to Dorothy's then. 'Cause that'll at least get us something. God, how have I been going for over an hour? Alright. Now we have to go to 40 Black Pine Road. Black Pine's back near the beginning. God, I feel like I'm missing info. Oh, game please. Okay. 9. Yeah, this fucking thing right here. Apparently you can walk under it. Uh... 2, 8... 10... Can't go around that way. It's gonna be far down this road. Or it's gonna be in a shitty offshoot area. Am I even still in Blackpine, or am I on a different road now? I'm on town center. Okay. What's considered Blackpine? Post office area. Got it. Okay, where are the numbers here? 18... 28... Probably not down there, it's probably still further up the road. 6. Ah, here we are. Nice place. Okay. Probably missed a bunch. Couldn't tell you because I don't know exactly when you left. Things either happen very slowly or all at once here. Alright. There's definitely something in here that we have to get. Okay. Something's off about this place. This place has different music than anywhere else. Left at the axes. From the axes, there was a knife missing. We learned that Scott asked Bernard about Sophia, Scott being the pastor's son, who was dating Vivian's daughter, Bernard being the head butler, Sophia being the woman that the mayor had an affair with, Derek the chauffeur, who had a thing for Trisha, the mayor's daughter, was avoiding Vivian. Bernard the butler was into Vivian. This whole fucking town is just like, oh god. Okay. Helping and serving others in the name of God. It's not just new words, it's a new lifestyle. I'm not gonna bother. Okay. So we know one thing is here at least, and that's spare key for the photo lab. You're sticking with that hunch? I'm still sticking with, I think it's the pastor. Too much is working against him. That's adorable. Wonder if Trisha drew that when she was a kid. Kinda depressing that she left it here, though. Scriptures by Reverend Keith. Hold up a second. Fuck, who did he ask? I didn't think it was important info. Did I write it down? When did we go to church? Okay. I'll have to get back there. You missed the drawing. I'll go back to the drawing. Okay, so this woman was very religious. We could tell that much at least. February 2nd, 1975. Charles asked son of me today. He asked if I'd be willing to stay with Sophia, that he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed very worried. February 6th. Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he will be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. As for Sophia's growing belly, when the time comes, and to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I'm not sure if that will work. April 6th. Sophia's 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy, and feels hopeful for their future. She said it would be best if the baby is a boy. I can understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help but wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be? Unlock it? No. How old is Sophia? She would have been around the same age as Charles. So like 20s, 30s, roughly? In 1975? Yes? Not explicitly stated what her age is. I don't think we have really any explicit ages for people, for the most part. Okay, we're definitely missing something, though. I'm missing a key. Technically multiple. Shit. Goddamn flower pots. Fuck. Well, shit. Okay. We're currently stuck. Cause I missed something. Fuck. Okay. I am bad and fucked something up somewhere. We're stuck on a step game. What do you mean? What I mean is that I missed something, because, I can't get into that room, and I don't have any real info of, like... There's only one thing I can think of to do. And that's a problem. So I'm trying to look up where I missed something. Confessional box, that's the only thing I can think of, but I need to get into that room, is the thing, and I don't think going to the confessional box is gonna get me that. Okay. Okay, we can't get the briefcase yet. We can't get into the cabin. Wait. Okay, I missed that somehow. Oh, okay, so we don't have this... Wait. Okay, so I need to find that then, okay. Hold on, chat, I'm slowly realizing what I missed. Okay. 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 Fuck. Can't be in here yet. Oh, God, okay, I'm stupid, and I missed quite a bit. Actually, I need to check something first. Wait, before I do anything. Okay, we cannot do that one yet. Okay. I refuse to do that one because I don't have that info yet. We have to go back to the mansion, though. So even though I just spoiled a passcode for myself, I refuse to use it because we don't have the info to get it yet. Wait, that's a cemetery. I have to come here anyways. Burke, Gary Roberts, Henry Johnson, Wanda Tyler, Sarah, Trisha, Vivian, Pamela, Scott. Ah, here we are. Calvin Bennett. October 24th, 1902. December 7th, 1984. Alright. That's info that we'll need later. Actually, we could go do that now, but I don't want to do that now. Hellgate's home? Oh boy, tell him we said hello. Fuck it, we're right here, we'll do it. You know, with my thought process being that the pastor is the one killing people, I really feel uncomfortable being in the church. Scott's things. Okay, so it would be 10, 24, 02. Hello? Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things that I've witnessed during my stay in Painscreek while in service to Mrs. Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in, and I dare not speak to you in public, hence this letter. I accompanied Mrs. Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. It was rumored that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha, that she had to stay in PCH for rehabilitation for several months. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a housemaid by the name of Sophia. They had an affair. A boy was born. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. Where she could have gone off to was a mystery for us, all of us. I assume most of us believed in the story, including myself. However, Mrs. Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy that she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that. Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver, Patrick, and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. Our character can't die, can she? I have no idea. It's 100% the priest. He'd hear everything through the confessions. And he was related to the victim. Or not the victim. He was related to Sophia, who got royally fucked. Literally and figuratively. I don't know what happened to her. She might be dead. And it said that he had a thing for her, which might, cause some mental instability if, that kinda happened. What is this? What I want to confess in this letter is not about Sophia, although I was initiated by her disappearance. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition, and it had been affecting her for a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. I do want to mention, this letter is to the previous pastor, not the current one. This is the one that was here before him and died. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. The family doctor, Henry Johnson, confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. All she needed was to rest as much as she could and she would be fine. I know that despite the doctor's advice, Mrs. Roberts did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes. But should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Mrs. Roberts back home, no. Definitely not within such a short time span if she had taken her medicine. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Mrs. Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I'd like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no such position and I'm afraid that I might name the wrong person. As I write this letter, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to convey. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits it. Sincerely, Sylvia Eden. Well, that doesn't tell us anything new, unfortunately. I'll write it down regardless. Hey Nighty, what happened to the raid boss redemption stuff? I put them on pause for now, cause, let's just put it this way. Woke up today not wanting to have to deal with, redemption stuff, so. That's all. Fair. Normally I leave them on, but, yeah, I put a pause on all of them except for the ones that are like alter emotes or unlock an emote. Because those are ones that don't really require me to have to worry about anything. Okay, so apparently I missed Sun in the mansion. Freaking mood, right? Look, if I'm not feeling shit, I'm just gonna turn it off and not have to worry about it. To be fair, I plan on turning them off in, like, a week or so anyways, because of the Movember event. Because that's just going to be way too much to manage. Alright, so in here... Wait. Motherfucker. I'm so annoyed. That shit's so hard to find. It blends in so well. You first, stream second. True. To be fair, we're just not gonna talk about the certain things going on. We'll just say it's been a month and then some. And oh boy. Alright. We've got the cabin key now. Now we can run to the cabin and go see what the hell Scott had. And this is gonna be an interesting part, because, he was their main suspect. But I don't think it was him. If the game is good, which so far this game has been fantastic, I think putting Scott as the killer would ruin it. Yeah, finger pains. You've been making so much pasta, folding butterflies, and raviolis for the past, sir. Oh god. Sounds, kinda like a fun time, maybe? I don't know. At least you get good food in the end. I think I remember there being something behind the cabin. You know what, there's probably something, like, buried here. Maybe it's a body. We'll find out. Okay. Not used to doing it by hand, because at work we have a little machine for that. Ooh. That's fair. Also, hello, new music. Alright, we need to thoroughly check everything in here. Knife has a dull blade. There's no real marks on it. Master Carpentry Illustrated. Okay. Nothing in those. Just finished making chili for dinner. Now I just have to let it simmer for like an hour. Still have never had chili. Don't even know what it is. Sound amazing for dinner if it wasn't constantly 95 plus degrees. Oh god. Matt, this place is creepy. Wonder if the X is here. Who knows? This is a hunting cabin. This is where Scott, the primary suspect, was staying. Okay. Am I back to being stuck? Okay. Okay. We're back to being stuck again. This is annoying because I don't know where I missed something. Wait. Apparently I actually missed something. Elliot says hi, he's gonna go shower now? Yeah. Make sure to give him a hug once he's out of the shower. Because he needs one. Okay, that's gated. Shit. Oh my god, okay, hold on. Oh god, I just looked up how annoying things are, oh no. I think I missed another thing at the fucking mansion, maybe? I don't know, oh no. Oh no. Um... Hmm... This game is super unforgiving. I mean... Here's the thing. I could just cheat. I could look up the answer to every single puzzle right now. But... that's no fun. Instead, I'd rather, like, look up where did I miss and how do I get to it. Okay. So I think I need to get access to Scott's things at the church. To get that, I have to go back to the mansion. Because apparently I missed something there. Again. I'm at that part now where not paying close enough attention because the last 2 times I played this were having to deal with a lot of pain is really starting to come and bite me in the ass. There's a lot of lock shit still. A lot of shit. Like, yeesh. Also, how in the hell do I have 12 people watching me stumble my way through this game? I'll go through here. I'm so stupid. I never read this, did I? I didn't. I'm so goddamn stupid! Why? I didn't open this fucking drawer. Oh, god damn it. I was too focused on the other drawer with the key. Fuck. May 22nd. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott is in? Did Mom talk to Father Autumn? Is that why Father Autumn also forbade us from seeing each other? What? Hello, that's new info. Why? Okay. Okay. Weird idea. Very weird idea. Very, very, very weird idea. What if Scott is Vincent? What if? Because Scott was an orphan, apparently. What if, What if Scott is the bastard child of Charles and Sophia, and that's why? This also further points to the pastor being the killer. July 24th. Last night, Scott and Father Autumn had a big fight. Father Autumn told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I feel so miserable. October 10th. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to be sure about it. Who'd spread such a rumor about my family? October 11th. At dinner, I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. October 26th. How could Mom fire Scott? It's so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him. And why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him, and I don't even know why. November 22nd. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, inside and outside the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared, as if he had been in here this whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. I like Psyche screaming in chat at my, like, random guess of what the hell is happening. Can I flip it? Is there anything on this? No. Please hold on to this. Someday I will tell you everything. Scott. Motherfucker. Get me to that goddamn church. This bitch is gonna sprint her ass over there. Holy fuck. Doesn't that place on the confessional box? I already did the confessional box. It didn't give me any info. I bet if we find that hidden room, it's gonna have like a string of newspaper clippings. I mean, fucking maybe. Look, if I manage to, like, just pull out my ass the entire plot of what's going on, I'm gonna have to end up finding more games like this. Hold on a second. Yeah, you bring up a good point. That's not the confessional booth, though. Where is that? I don't know what that is. Or where that is. Some random ass cabinet somewhere. I'm gonna assume it's the church storage area, maybe. Where am I going? Am I in the right path? I am. Boy. This is such a convoluted mess of, like, what the fuckery. Yeah, there's no way it could be this. We've already opened that. Hello? Open. What was the other one? 1024. Wait. Okay, there's nothing in that one. Where's it at? No cross with engravements on it belonging to Scott found next. Okay, so doesn't go in there. Maybe there's some in his room. Okay, go on. Let's see where that goes. I think okay. Where the... Okay, so we can't use that yet? Okay. Fuck. So then what do I need to open this? What? Are you fucking kidding me? I thought I... God. I think the one thing I would love the most to change with this game is, like, a better way of knowing if you're looking at something that you can interact with. Because I'm realizing that's what's making it so I miss so much. Like, I'm looking at directly at things, and apparently I'm just missing it. Who's Scott's dad again? Father Matthew, aka Father Autumn, the pastor. Aka the person I think that did all the killing. You return cleaner than before. How are things progressing? You have no fucking idea. This town's a fucking mess. Trying to write a paper and watch this at the same time. Good luck. Did you and Helge take a shower at the same time? Oh my. Okay. I thought I looked at this. It didn't give me the goddamn option. Oh, there's 2 keys here. Hold up, that one had things written on it. Chest box. Okay. This is fine. Sunday, February 14th. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous. Not because it's my first time hunting, but because it's with Trisha's dad. Turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I feel comfortable talking to him. June 18th. I don't get it. Why would Father Autumn forbid me to be with Trisha? Is it because I'm not rich? Or because I'm an orphan? He didn't explain anything to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. It makes sense that the father would adopt him since it's Vincent. That's what I'm getting at. Because, Dorothy in her journal mentioned that he had a thing for Sophia, who was his cousin. Sophia has an affair, or is part of the affair with Charles. They have the illegitimate son, Vincent. Vivian clearly doesn't like Sophia, tries to get rid of her. Probably she's the one that got yeeted off the roof of the hospital building. Matthew ends up adopting Vincent, renaming him to Scott, and plans out revenge. That would explain why the doctors did. Well, yeah, the doctor was technically part of getting rid of Sophia. June 22nd, we quarreled again today. I couldn't stand Father Autumn's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I knew I shouldn't have done that, but I'm so frustrated. Father Autumn said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I'm fucking right! I've got this shit nailed down. The only thing I don't know is what he murdered her with. Pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. July 31st. In these past weeks, it's become more difficult for me to talk to Father Autumn. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I've realized that I'm starting to avoid Father Autumn. When he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. September 2nd, I moved out of the church. Father Autumn did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin if I am willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way, the mansion garden can still be well maintained even when Andrew cannot make it. November 3rd. It's been a month since Charles gave me this cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard. Of all the names, I think I only recognized Magdalene. Holy fuck! She was gaslighting him! She fucking used the gardener to kill Sophia! What the fuck? So Vivian gets the gardener to kill Sophia. And then all this other shit happens. Jesus Christ. Grant, we don't have confirmation on any of this. This is just my wild speculation that I'm getting more and more certain is fucking correct. November 7th, I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record sheet stated that I was from Painscreek. How? If I was born in Painscreek, there must be records of me in the hospital. But I've checked. There's none. November 16th, I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I shouldn't have done that, but he might have had someone that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. November 20th, Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I've had to bring him home and then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. As I laid him down on his bed, he muttered repeatedly, "I'm so sorry, Sophia." Who's Sophia? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep. Fucking yep. She used the drunk gardener to kill the girl. There's so much more info that we have to go gather. But at this point, all I need is a weapon. All I need is a weapon, and I would walk right out of this goddamn town and be like, this is what happened. But there's no fun in that. I want to get all the information. I want the full goddamn story. You gotta remember, we're playing as a journalist, so I mean... we need all the info to make the best story. Also, hello Hellgate, how are you? How is work in the shower? Did Mitchie give you the hug? If she didn't give you a hug, you have to go give her one. Speaking of Mitchie, chat, if you're enjoying this game, I hear tell in the future that I might be dragging Psyche and Mitchie along in a different, sort of detective game. In the future, mind you, sometime after November stuff is settled down. But, be on the lookout for that, because that'll be fun. You've got me who's wildly speculating about all this shit, Mitchie who's really fucking good with puzzles, and Psyche who's a therapist who can read emotions and tell when people are lying. Because the game we'll be playing is an FMV game. I've heard that one of the complaints about it is that it has very campy acting, but I think that will just add to the fun. Alright. What you got for us, Scott? Toy. Toys. Hey, what did that say? My baby boy? Hold on. Blanket with moon, stars, and my baby boy text. She can never tell when I lie. Mitchie even can't. I wouldn't want to chance that. Key to the basement. Is that to the cabin basement or the hospital basement? St. Patrick Orphanage. Ugh, I can speak. February 2nd, 1974. Dear Scott, I am Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand that you came here earlier to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975... Hold on. Give me... Just 1 second, chat. Let me go back in the notes. Try and find out where the fuck I wrote this shit down at, cause... dear God, I write a lot of notes. That wouldn't work. Unless I'm... Wait. Yeah, that wouldn't work. More free CAT stuff, yes. You get a new hull livery and a emote. Anyways, July 4th, 1975. Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said that you'd lost your parents, and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I'd be willing to take care of a baby. At first I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Autumn came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed, and that whatever was left was then given to the orphanage. I'd be lying to say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Autumn adopted you, I believed that your life would be better in Painscreek than here, and I dearly hope it's so. Everything's enclosed within the package used... Wait. Everything enclosed within the package used to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless you, Sister Rachel Davis. November 30th. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he had never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding, son? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. December 2nd. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. Apparently he's not on speaking terms with me. Wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I had heard that name. I told her it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. Shortly after, she left Painscreek. No one has heard of her ever since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia has probably started a new life in another place. Wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. So, Dorothy told him everything. I know where that goes, and I know I can't use that yet. That has to be used somewhere here. And I think I know where that goes. Okay, how many locked doors do we have in here? Okay, we can't do that. Anything locked in here? No. I feel like I need to get a voice clip of Mitchie going dun 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 and just have it be a command where anytime she uses it, it plays it. There is this. You'll do it. I'll have to figure out when. I don't want to read that yet. Alright, here's the thing. If you can send me an MP3 of you saying it, I'll set it up, like, right now. O'Malley & Associates, attorneys at law. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we would like copies of any government documents related in any way to your son, medical records, transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges, if any, etc. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. We will be in contact within the next few days. Emerald State Bank. Donation from Robert's family, payment for church maintenance, check from car dealership. Your Scott's lawyers. None of this seems out of place. February 25th, 1971. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people whom I can call Mom and Dad. But Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time, I will come to realize it. May 2nd. The Roberts family is looking for a new maid. I told Mrs. Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Father Calvin always said we need to have help. We have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I am sure she will be glad to have this job. August 10th. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. There's so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. October 27th. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. Can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious, the atmosphere relaxing, and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because of Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out here. This is definitely one of my favorite places in Painscreek, followed closely by the church and the little big books. Okay, he totally had a thing for her. I was looking at Discord just in case Michi sent me a sound file. January 16th. A few months have passed since I've arrived here. This missionary trip is harder than I expected. There's no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We've requested help from WHO, but haven't received any reply yet. I feel so frustrated. What can I do? It's not his cousin though. No, he's an orphan. That doesn't mean that they're not related. It just means that... You don't know how to make sound files? Oh, hold on. Let me... Chat, we're doing this live. When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I'd be willing to stay for 6 months. It would be a good training for me. He said I agreed. That was before I came. I think I will extend this for another 6 months. People here need as much help as they can get. Not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. Can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. Sophia hadn't left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we rode, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding Sun? Just cannot believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Sun must have happened to her that she could not tell me. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I've asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life I need to focus on. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time I move on with my life. Okay. Let me figure something out real quick, chat. Cable B. If I do this... Okay. Where is Mitchie in my Discord? Hello.
Hello?
Are you ready?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Whenever you want.
Okay. Dun dun dun!
One more because that one kind of came out laggy.
Oh, okay. Dun dun dun!
Okay, I will make that a command right now.
I want you to know that whenever I do that, I swing my arms around.
I am not surprised.
Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
Okay, bye. Alright. Commands. Add a command. Able to be used by everybody. Sound file I need to add. Sound files, add. Pick. That. Commands. Okay, we're gonna try this out real quick.
Dun dun dun!
Oh god, that's really loud though. I need to turn that down. Okay. I want to know if I should have been able to solve this. I am not able to solve that. Okay. Now we gotta go back to the cabin. I feel like we've made no progress, but at the same time, like, holy fuck, it's been almost 3 hours and we've learned so much. I should also note, developers of this game are making a second game. I don't believe it's tied to this at all, but it's called Scene Investigators. And should be coming out soon. So, I can tell you right now, once that comes out, I am definitely buying it. Because if it's anything like this, yes, I want more of this. Apparently there's also like a bunch of like Sherlock Holmes games that are also kind of like this that I might look into. We'll see. I like stuff like this, so. And it's fun to solve a mystery with chat. Dog's health has been worse. We have been waiting for her to get healthy so she can go through surgery. She cannot get healthy. Vet said we have to put her to sleep. Oh no. I mean, it's just one of the unfortunate things that happens. There's a diary there. Hey. What does that do? Well, there's the secret room. The Hidden Truth. Monday, February 14th, 1994. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I'd hoped that would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. February 18th. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Autumn. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. April 19th. Grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere, and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. September 23rd. I was about to pick Andrew up for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's third suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later and he could have died. I don't know why Andrew would commit suicide. What I know is that he must be lonely. He needs a friend. September 28th. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of ER and is recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hard-working young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on the nearby wall. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He's lived a confusing life, and the struggle shows. I hope he can heal. How'd you get into the basement? I got the key. So that's a thing.
Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna end up forgetting that I have that. So she wasn't thrown off the roof, she hit her head though. Please never remove. I'm not gonna remove it. Here's the thing. The only way I'll remove that is if Mitchie and I stop being friends. Why does he have these? Wow, how accurate. Psyche was right. He does have the board with tape and everything. God damn it. Why would he have a secret room? An old gate key. Understanding psychology, seeing what others don't. Author of best-selling The Mind is the Key, David Chen's counterstone. I don't fucking care. Oh, so it's never going away. Exactly. February 13th, 1995. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. March 7th. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy who he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that I left. I could not bear to look at him for another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. April 3rd. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. April 4th. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. May 3rd. A month has passed. I haven't worked since, and have stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her, if she has done anything wrong. I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. May 13th. Father Autumn visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, that no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying, and tears just flowed down my cheeks. I cried and I cried, I just couldn't stop them. I told him everything. I told him that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do. He listened and didn't speak. Hey chat. I fucking called this shit like an hour ago.
Dun dun dun.
A music box key. Oh boy. Who killed my mother? Magdalene. Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. Charles. He's my father. Vivian. Charles's wife. Bernard. Mansion butler. Father Calvin. He saved me. Couldn't be him. Matthew. In Indonesia at that time. Dr. Johnson killed Magdalene. Dorothy, she loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. Derek, he's 6 years old at that time. Wanda, maidservant, Derek's mom. Andrew, mansion gardener. And then Trisha. Poor guy. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Birdhouse? Okay. Well, I'm now 100% certain I know exactly what happened. The only missing factor is the weapon. Only missing factor. Well, it's like he's lurking. I think that means she's setting up for her stream. Part of me is like, do I end and raid into her? Or do I finish this? Or at least attempt to finish this? I think we keep going a bit. Also, hello Mabzok, how are you today? 1 second chat, I need to look at some. Okay. So we've got two things that go to the church. Or not the church, the mansion. I'm trying to think what else we're missing. Actually, wait a minute. There's an important thing I'm missing here. But I'm now curious about what it's gated behind. Oh, okay. We've got a lot of stuff still to find. Alright. Here's what we'll do. We'll go to the mansion. We'll unearth these last two things, I think. And then we'll pick this up again soon. Let's see. Because there's a lot left to uncover. In fact, let me... What's that? We don't have Andrew's full story, or Bernard's, or Charles, or Derek, or Dorothy, or Matthew, or Oliver. We haven't even seen anything of his, or Sophia, or Steven, or Vivian, or Wanda. Yeah, there's a lot left. Part of me would like to just, you know, go ahead and end. Be like, yeah, we know who did it. We know what the motive was, we just don't know the weapon. But the other part of me is like, I want the full story of what happened. 'Cause this town is so fucked. So another episode of Inspector Night, a female detective extraordinaire. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out when. Because I want to do it on a day that you and Psyche won't miss it, because you both have also been really invested in this. And knowing that, the only day that that would work with would be Friday or Saturday. Or maybe Wednesday. I normally don't stream on Wednesday, but could change that up. Dear Trisha, as I've grown to learn about my birth parents, I feel as if a great veil has been lifted from my eyes. I now understand why Father Matthew was against us seeing each other. He was right. We shouldn't be together. Please believe me when I say I did not kill your mother. I've never lied to you and I never will. I don't know who killed Vivian. Hopefully the truth will come to light someday. There's so much that I want to tell you, but I cannot at this moment. I pray the day when I can express everything to you will come quickly. All I can say now is that I am sorry for all the pain that I've caused you. Please forgive me. Sincerely, Scott. Game does look interesting. Never heard of it. Complete ending is the way to go. Yeah. I initially didn't hear about this game. I actually don't remember how I heard about this. I think I was doing like the Steam queue thing of like, hey, these are games that we think you would like. And I saw this one and I was like, oh, a game where you actually have to piece together the murder mystery yourself? Sounds like it could be fun. And I saw it on sale and was like, okay. And then I started playing it, and then it was like, oh, this is actually really good. Like, I actually have a legitimate notebook sitting in front of me, filled with pages of notes. Trail closed, do not enter. We'll take a look. I don't like that it's putting me in this perspective and not a loading screen. I know what that is. Well, well. I know exactly where we go next. But we will be saving that for next time. 'Cause, I have the sneaking suspicion that even though I know what happened, there's a lot of story left to uncover. So... trying to think. I need to, look at something real quick here to figure out what I want to do. You completely moved things around, and that makes it difficult for me. Oh, damn it. That's right. Damn it, Mitchie. Your scheduling conflicts with what I was thinking. Well, next stream for me will be Thursday. But, because I don't want Mitchie or Psyche to miss this, because they've been very heavily invested in this since the beginning, which I kind of want to keep going. We will return to this game on Friday. I don't know what I'll do on Thursday, but it will be something. It's fine. My own fault. Yeah, I was considering streaming this on Wednesday, but then I realized that you have, your Great Ace Attorney thing on Wednesday. Which would directly conflict with when I would stream. So yeah, we will return to this on a Friday. I don't know what I'll do on Thursday. I'll figure something out. But until then, I will send you all over to... Let's see. Would move it, to be honest, but you gotta work something out with your cast. I know. I'm trying to think of who I want to send you all to. Mitchie, do you have a suggestion? You have the power to send people. Is there no siren? She's not live yet. I was gonna send people her way, but she's not live. Or at least she's not showing as live for me. Oh, now she's live. Hashtag late and great. Okay, we'll send people her way, because she has a migraine, and she could use the support. Nobody mentioned that she was late. Go give her love and support. I'll be back on Thursday with... who fucking knows what. So I will see you all then.